Hello everyone. Um, Before I get into today's video, I want to talk about why I haven't really uploaded in I think 2 weeks. I think it's been like 2 weeks, or close to 2 weeks. Um, I don't really know. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, so I've been thinking of what to really talk about, or if I could add something new to the channel, or add something new to talk about. But I would like to talk about other um hello other mental illnesses. I'm not like an expert on other illnesses at all. I know pretty much the basics of all the others, at least all the severe ones. Depression I know quite a lot about. Bipolar I know quite a lot about. um, Pretty much everything. But today I think my dog's in surgery right now. What are you doing? She's excited. My dog's in surgery right now. Which is, I think he's in surgery right now. I could have swore I was supposed to take him to go have surgery, but I guess my dad did that. So basically, I mean, he's getting really old. He's like 13, so he's getting really old, and he has a tumor uh, on his testicle, or in his testicle, whatever. Like his testicles, I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want to talk about testicles, but his testicle is like ginormous, and I thought it was just old age. You know, when you get old, or for at least for dogs, their testicles just are messed up. And I know should have got him neutered like ages ago, like when he was like 6 months old or something, because that's when we got him. I think we got him when he was about 6 months. I'm a little worried about the surgery because of how old he is. Putting him under anesthetic, I think that's what it's called, could just kill him because of his age. So I'm a little worried about that, but so far I think everything's good. So yeah, been a little worried with that and stuff like that, but everything's good. But today's video is going to be about schizophrenia, and pretty much every illness, and laziness. I'm sure I've talked about laziness quite a little bit, but not too much, because I before I make a video, I try to make sure I don't talk about it before, but it's kind of hard to not talk about it before, because it's pretty much everything, everything put together. And laziness. Whew. Now I know, I'm sure everybody who has schizophrenia or has depression or has anything severe, even anxiety, you are lazy. I've dealt with laziness, or at least when the laziness really started to come in was when I was in middle school. Laziness is like the most weird thing ever. See, I played 3 sports my entire life. I was an extremely athletic kid. I was really good at sports, basically. And nice, it's dead. For some reason, every time I bring my vape into a video, or I'm hitting my vape in a video, it's always dead. So I've always been extremely athletic, and I've always been extremely doing whatever it takes to be the best at something. That's when I was young, like 11, 12, 13. That's when I pretty much stopped doing all that because of schizophrenia, of how it was affecting me at the time. I was amazing at sports. I don't know how far I could have gotten with sports, because I was a very good pitcher in baseball, and I could have probably made it to the minor leagues if I kept going with it, because I was like the best pitcher around. I was a better pitcher than like people that were even years older than me. So I could have probably made it really far with that, but schizophrenia kind of hit me extremely hard at that age, and I lost interest in everything. Now, looking back on my life and how it was being playing sports and all of that, I look at it as something very boring because of how this illness changes you and changes your whole mind. You just lose interest in everything that you used to love. And that was me. I lost interest in everything I loved. You know? Same goes with school. I don't really love school. I don't like how they I don't like how they run school. I don't like how they do things in school. I don't like the teaching methods. I don't like I just don't like it. But what I did love about school was learning. And at the time, I would always get straight A's. Until I hit middle school. Or about 5th, 6th grade is when I quit trying. Or when I just gave up on school. And the reason being was of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia and losing interest in everything. But at the time, I just hated how they did things. You know, I completely just hated it. I hated everything about it. I hated being around people. I hated I hated doing things. That's what schizophrenia does to you. That's what it does to most people. You lose motivation. You lose a part of yourself. And it took me about 4 years to get myself back. Because I was just in mental hospitals. And I was in a bad place. And then it took about 4 years just living by myself. No friends, nothing. 4 years for myself to be able to understand everything about the illness, understand everything about who I am as a person, understand what my love is for life, what my motivation is, what I'm still extremely lazy, obviously. I'm probably going to be extremely lazy for forever. It's just because with the way I see life, it's like I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to I just want to enjoy life. I'm extremely patient. I'm an extremely patient person. I think that's what this type of stuff gives you also, is just being extremely patient. Time means nothing to me. Like, the only way, I mean, obviously, time affects us all, sadly, but it just doesn't bother me. Time doesn't bother me. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a hurry to do things. I'm just loving life. And laziness affects me pretty bad. Depression, people with depression, I'm sure it affects them really badly. No motivation, don't really want to do anything. That's what it is like for schizophrenia. Kinda. I mean, at least for me. I mean, a lot of schizophrenics, they don't know what to do. They don't know what their life is. They don't know what's happening to them. They don't know anything. They just flatline, you know? And that's what it's like. But I don't know. But for me, what overcomes my laziness, or what helps it, is just living my life the way I see fit. Living life the way I love it. Doing all the things I love doing. And I know a lot of people who have schizophrenia, those things that they love doing, they have lost interest in. But for me, I lost interest in all those things that I loved doing when I was a teenager, when I was like 12, 13. You find new things you love. You find new things that, like, fill you as a person. Like, I've always loved mathematics, okay? I've always loved equations. But at the time when this illness has hit me, which was really young, I loved mathematics. I was constantly doing mathematics when I was like 6, 7, 8, maybe even younger. I liked doing it. I just liked solving equations. When I solved an equation, it just filled me with so much joy. But the thing that sucks is I was doing it in school, and I did not like school. So I just lost interest in all of that. That's one thing I lost interest in that I love to this day still. And I still love it. I've been wanting to just do that forever, and I'm back at it. It's slow. It's a slow process, but anything I really love doing, anything I really just love, I get done. And just finding those things that make you not lazy, or finding those things that like fill you as a person. That is like the most enjoyable thing in the world, and it helps me so much just to be able to relax and just to not have anybody telling me what to do or stuff like that. Just me being myself and me just loving my life as it is. And that's pretty much it. Just it's a hard thing to deal with. The illness itself is a hard thing to deal with. Laziness is annoying, hard to deal with. I mean, when I was at my worst, I didn't leave my room. I used to have a couch in my room, and I would block my door with it because I don't have a lock on my door. And I would never leave my room. And I would just sit there doing nothing. I would just sit in silence and do absolutely nothing. That was at my worst. And then soon after that, I went into the mental hospital because of it. But yeah, just find that thing that you love doing. Even if you have no motivation or you have extreme laziness, just that one thing can like change everything. This life is absolutely beautiful, and it's not meant to be wasted. We only get one chance at this in our physical bodies. We only get one chance to succeed. We only get one chance to be who we want to be, and not let anybody else tell us what they want us to be. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope this helped at all or made you realize something. But if you enjoyed this video, like or subscribe, or both. I have a Facebook page and everything like that, so if you want to message me on there, completely fine. I respond to everybody. I have a Snapchat, I have Instagram, I have Twitter, and a Patreon if anybody wants to help me out at all. You don't really have to, it doesn't really matter, but that'd be cool. So, everybody, go look in the description down below of all the links to my social medias, and I'll see you guys whenever. Bye.